Hello everyone, this is Rio Mume, and today I want to talk about my experience of using Couchsurfing in Canada. And this is just one of the example, and I've only used Couchsurfing for one house, which is this one. And I was in a pretty big trouble, so I don't think your situation might fit into like my situation, but I just wanted to say that, like, how to say, this is more for a person who doesn't even know what couch surfing is. And also, it's not about couch surfing, it's more about students or international students or some people. By the way, I'm from Japan, and maybe some Japanese who are concerning about studying abroad or something, or person who doesn't have a really good hope about your life, or I don't know. Okay, first of all, I just want to say my situation is that I'm Japanese, and right now I'm a student, and I graduated Canadian high school in BC. And after that, because of the pandemic, I hate it. I had to go back to Japan, and I graduated my high school on YouTube. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, maybe I can make another video for it. I don't know. And after I went back to Japan, I stayed there for 1.5 years because of the pandemic, and it gets better because of vaccine and vaccination. So I came back to Canada, and at the time I was so lazy. I was procrastinated. Oh, I could pronounce this word. Okay. Procrastinated, yes. So I didn't really study, and I was gonna go to college or university to study something. I didn't really decide. I was like, I know I kind of want to do business or designing. No, not like really designing. Designing, it's more like it's called UX design. Something more like creative, but not too creative. Like, I like psychology, like understanding people's mind, and I like to be open-minded. I just want to like get experience by like interacting with other people, so I thought maybe it's pretty cool. So I was kind of having like those kind of mindset of like maybe marketing something business, or like engineering, like especially mobile engineer or web development or that kind of stuff, or UX design, which is more like marketing too, kind of. Yeah. And but I didn't decide. I didn't have any plan which college I want to go or anything. And I came back to Canada. And it turns out that my English is not enough, and I also didn't really decide what I wanted to do. So I could apply to college in here by using my high school score. How to say it? GP something? Sorry, I'm so stupid. Yeah, I'm like the most stupid guy in the world, like in Japan or in Canada in general. Yeah. So I could apply to college like without going to any school, like language school or any supporting school or anything. But I did it because my English was too bad, and it is still bad. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So right now I'm in a language school in Vancouver, and yeah, without any plans. And I had a problem with applying college and deciding college. So I missed the application time, and I was in a accommodation for like homestay. I was in a homestay, but I kind of missed the chance to extend. And since I'm not really good at making good connection with other family, I try to convince them and negotiate it by like money, which is super bad idea. It only works when they trust you, and I'm not really good with trust, that kind of stuff. So yeah, they kind of kick me out. It's like, nope, like you gotta go out on a date because it's a contract, and I understand that, like, it's normal, that's how it goes. But since I couldn't find any accommodation, I had to find accommodation by hotel or Airbnb, yeah, or something, or share house. But since I missed applying for college, like in Vancouver, all I could find was in Toronto. So in January, like right now I'm recording 2021 December, and I find only one place in Toronto that I could go to college in January. So I applied, and I got acceptance letter, and I'm still working on like a payment and other stuff too, but it's okay. Like, I got acceptance, so I'm trying to go to Toronto, right? But my homestay was expired, like in like December, not December, November, yeah, somewhere November. So basically I had almost like 2 or 3 weeks that I didn't have any place to stay, and I also had to wait for January, which is like a 1 and 2 weeks or something. I had to find accommodation, and I should have planned it before, and also I should have find a hotel or something. But I didn't really want to pay for hotel because like we had to pay for like $80 or $70 per night or something, which is crazy, and which is normal because it's the business and they make it for travelers. So yeah, and like I said, I always like interacting with people and learning about other culture and other people. So I thought, like, why not couch surfing, why don't I find something interesting? So I heard an application called Couchsurfing. At the time, I didn't even know the existence of Couchsurfing, but I heard that you can find a house for free, and I didn't really care about the free as long as it's cheap, like it's okay, I don't really mind. But yeah, I just used Couchsurfing, even though I had a too big suitcase. Maybe I could show you, but it's too lazy to show. Let me see. Oh, okay. Here, it's pretty messy. And right now, this room is actually, it's not my house. It's not a homestay, and I'm living in someone's house. Like, I could say like stranger's house even. He's a Mexican guy. I met him. Met? I found this house from Couchsurfing, so which means he's kind of traveler too, and he hosts the house. And when he go to travel, he also used this app, Couchsurfing, to find a place too. And yeah, this is the place. It's pretty nice. Yeah. And he's also nice too. Oh, it's hard to put the phone. Okay. Yes. So, yeah. So that's how I met this place. And all I'm saying is that Couchsurfing, it's free. Right now, it's not, because of the company started to make a monthly pay, which is still cheap, like maybe $3 per month, per week, no, per month, yeah. It's cheap, but once you pay for a monthly pass, you can find a house for free, and I think it's really good for travelers. But for me, I had a too big suitcase with the important stuff, and it wasn't a really good idea, but I just wanted to try it because it's free, and I was so curious about it. Then I thought, maybe I could talk this experience to like my friend or something. So yeah, I did it, and I found it. There was a lot of troubles before I find this place, and even I was in another house. But yeah, I found it, and I just want to say that this app is great. it really depends on the owner who hosts the house, and also it really depends on you. And it could be dangerous, it could be uncomfortable sometimes, depends on the situation, depends on the house, depends on the person, and depends on the chemistry between you and that person. Not like a love relationship, but yeah. So I don't know, overall it's good, but you need to have a certain conversation skill, even though your English is not perfect or something. Like, you shouldn't be afraid of making mistake or talking to people if you want to use this application. And some people, or at least for me, when I started using this app, I was so concerned about, like, I know it's free, I heard of it, but like, can I find the house actually, and is it actually gonna free, like, aren't they gonna like charge you any money after you go there or something? But I'm not sure about other cases. This is just my second house kind of for the couch surfing, but they did not require any like money. I didn't really need to pay, but like, it just makes you feel like you want to do something for them. So at the end, like, you pay them something, or you buy some food, or you introduce your traditional food or restaurant or whatever, but basically it's free. And I think it's pretty safe app too, like, overall, even though I only use like 2 accommodation. It's because basically the host, the Couchsurfing's host, is that they do exact same thing as what you're doing or what you will do for the Couchsurfing. So they go to travel somewhere, they just want to find a place for 1 or 2 or 3 days, and they want to stay for like some hot place for cheap and comfortably. So like, I don't know, like, since they are doing also the same thing, when you go somewhere, like, when they when they do hosting, they also do the nice thing. They try to be nice for you, because that's what they expect for you to do. Like, when the owner go to your country sometimes. So this is like, it's like a making a own for other people. How to say it in English? Basically, you own that person and they own you. You gotta give it back later, like when they actually travel to your country or something. And some people don't expect that, and some people do, and which is totally okay. It doesn't have to be you provide your house, or you provide your house or something. You could say, like, when your owner come to your country, maybe you could take them to some, like, a travel tour or something. That's enough. It's okay. And basically, it's okay, it's safe, as long as you communicate with them and confirm them, and also make sure that you have a kind of similar good vibe between you two guys before you actually move to that person's house. But as long as you communicate, I think it's a great app. And only thing is that sometimes you need to be careful with the details. Sometimes it's saying like a nudist or something. It's like, I'm a nudist, I don't wear anything. It's like, let's take off the shirts. And they're actually saying on the profile, like, I'm a this kind of person. So, if you move into my house, you gotta be careful with like this stuff. There's a rule, and if you don't read them and go there and complain about it, that's your fault. And also, I didn't mention that there's no contract. Like I said, you gotta talk to them, like how long you gotta stay. Even though you said you made a request about, I arrived Vancouver, for example, Vancouver on January 2nd, and I want to stay there for like 3 days, and they said yes, let's say. But it's all up to you. If you want to stay longer, you can negotiate with that person. That's the good thing about not having a really, like, not having a strict rules or contract. But at the same time, like, it could be dangerous sometimes. Like, you never know if they gotta like charge you any money, or you never know when you have to leave. Maybe if they hate you when you actually meet, maybe they will suddenly kick you out. Never know. So for some details you gotta be careful, and also one thing you wanna be careful with that, like plan it. Like whatever you do, whatever you're trying to do, like applying college, study, work, find a job, or find accommodation, or find a place in couchsurfing, everything in general, plan, be smart, don't be like me. It's tough and it's dangerous, it's stressful, it's pretty bad. So what I'm saying is that when you're actually trying to find a house on couchsurfing, you should know that, I mean, most of them you're a traveler. I don't think you gotta be like my situation, you know, you're already in the country, you have experience in the country, but you're still looking for the houses on couchsurfing, which is not really like good idea. So I think you gotta be fine because you already booked a flight when you want to come to like certain country, right? So you know when you are gonna arrive and how long you're staying there. Maybe some people don't have a plan, it's okay, but at least you know when you gotta arrive there, right? So maybe earlier stage you could maybe use the app to start finding places on couchsurfing, like send a request to certain people or some people that you feel like, you know, has a good reputation or profile, and you can send a request earlier, like not like me, you know, like one day before, you know, like tomorrow you gotta be homeless. Like don't do it, it's pretty risky. So plan it and list them, like list up the things you should ask or you should make sure with the owner before or after or when you talk to the owner. And as long as you do it, you gotta be perfect, safe, because you don't have a big suitcase, right? Like me, like 2 suitcases, I don't think you do. So it's gotta be travel, right? So you gotta be okay. And yeah, try to relax, even though you have to sleep on the couch or sometimes they give you a bed, I don't know, but just try to relax and don't really expect anything since you're going there for free. Sometimes you could get a pretty bad place, sometimes it's pretty nice place, or sometimes it's pretty okay place but nice people, you know, like there's different like situation and depends on the circumstances, so you gotta get used to it, so don't worry. And oh, if you're female, I just thought that, no, even though boys too, like sometimes they say that they're, how to say, some people they're gay, they're bi, they're, oh, maybe in English am I saying it like a rude way, gay section, no, I don't know how to say, but I'm not trying to be rude, but you know, some people they're straight, some people are not, and some people they mention that on the profile, some people do not, does not, yeah. And all I'm saying is that be careful with it, and don't be shy like me or like typical Japanese. They usually just step back when they find some problem or when they feel stressed. They kind of feel like, you know, that's your fault or you gotta get used to it, it's gotta be okay or something. But seriously, like maybe you gotta be fine, but maybe you're not. So when you feel something uncomfortable, tell them. When you feel something is wrong, do something about it. Like, yeah, be careful. For me, I'm okay and I don't mind, but I think what if I'm a female trying to travel to or trying to find a house on couch surfing alone? If you go in there with your couple or boyfriend, I think it's gonna be okay, but alone, maybe it could be dangerous because you never know. So just be careful. But so far, like what I have heard is that there's not that much problem. So yeah, it's gotta be okay. And that's all I wanted to say. And if you want to know anything about my terrible story, I mean, you heard of it, most of it, I think. But if you want to know about what kind of problem I'm in, or why am I so stupid, or anything, leave the comments below, and I can make some video about it too. Because this video, I mostly want to make it for myself, so that one day I can look back this video again and to compare my English level, and also, I don't know, it's like a diary, so yeah, whatever. Hopefully it helped for some people, and I don't think it helped, but this is just a first video, so, you know, and it's super long. I just talked like 21 minutes. I should have used this time to study or something, but again, I procrastinated. It's okay. It's not, but it's okay. Yeah. Okay, so thank you so much. Did I say my name? It's okay. I'm Rio Mume. It's nice to meet you. And I think I'm gonna post more about my story, like, you know, why did I came Canada, and I mean, why did I do study abroad, and why did I came here, and what happened, you know, how long you been here, and is it good, or, you know, is Canada is good, or, you know, is Japan is so cool place, you know, everyone is like wealthy and rich and like perfect. If you want to know, I can also talk about it too. And again, I mostly do not have a Asian friend, especially like Japanese. Like I'm not really good with Japanese people. I kind of feel so shy because I have a dual personality, like when I'm in Japan and like when I'm not. So yeah, I think when I went back to Japan and like watch this video back, I'm gonna be surprised. But yeah, okay, see you later or whatever. Bye bye.